Yeah, I be on shit like, shit don't get lit till midnight, outfit fitted and kicks right. Got my foot on the gas, you better sit tight. I take you for a drive, nigga. Doing 45 with a speed limit 25, nigga. Livonia and Saratoga. Thomas is boiling, you better know it. A big 4-5 in my jeans, that thing loaded. A 3.5 in that leaf, that thing potent. If it ain't runts a cookie, it ain't smoking. And if I can't walk in the trap, it ain't open. I'm a god, it's a given. I go hard on the yard with the spoils, be with it. I ball every summer, regardless of winning. I break a nigga leg, make it harder to pivot. I got the juice. If a nigga thirsty, you'll find me in the booth. Eye for an eye, yeah, tooth for a tooth. No matter who it is, I make them do what it do. When I used to trap, it was all night. Little baggies full of powder, it was all white. Couple haters say they brothers, it was all hype.
What's cracking, y'all? It's your cuz Ted Black. We here with a review and a reaction. This is Just Pearly Things. Andrew Tate, my son the Top G, and Auntie Jenny. They're about to drop some jewels. Let's get into it.
First question is, what is the #1 problem facing men today, and what is the #1 problem facing women today?
I can say something.
Come on, ladies.
Everybody's
You're
gonna
here to educate me.
The number one problem.
Answer all the questions. Come on, tell me.
The #1 problem with men is that they don't tell women the truth, and the #1 problem with women is that they can't handle the truth. Simple.
Ooh. That's a good paradigm to start from, because it's actually very interesting you say that. A lot of women say, "I just want a man who's honest," and then the second you're honest, she's like, "What? You did what?" It's like, well, then don't ask me for honesty. Of course I fucking lie.
Thank you.
So that's a good point. I agree with that one. I don't think it's the biggest problem, but it certainly is a problem in relationships today. That is a problem. The biggest problem with men today is that I think the world is becoming hyper competitive. Most men are not aware and understanding of how quickly there's going to be a genuine shift in between those who have things and those who do not have things. Not just finances, but also female status, everything else. And it's a status game, right? And it's becoming harder and harder for men to play. And that's all women's fault, of course. Because it is, because women choose the winners, right? Women choose who the high status males are. So women pretend to give a shit about men. Of course they don't. They give a shit about themselves. And a woman, if you ask her what she wants from a man, she's like, I don't want much. I just want to find a nice man who's a millionaire and 6 foot tall and funny and charismatic and interesting and spontaneous and looks after me and doesn't cheat. And is funny and good looking and strong. I don't want much. Like they name all this shit that most dudes are never gonna have. And it's becoming harder and harder, and you end up with people, top G's, who own everything on the planet they could ever possibly wish for, and then you got other guys who have nothing, and there's this large divide. There's no longer any middle ground. You have dudes who can't get any pussy, and then you got dudes who are just blocking girls left, right, and center. And that's what the problem with being a man is today.
What about the women?
Change. They're not accountable for themselves. They think that because they're a man, you're gonna be attracted to them. No, like you can't be fat. You stay at home. You're just playing video games, and you expect a woman to want to fuck you. No, she's not gonna want to fuck you.
Yeah, but then she won't.
My guys, she does have a point there. You can't just be on the P5 and the Xbox all day. There's nothing wrong with playing games, you feel what I'm saying? You want to get a little game in, a little 2K, a little PGA, a little FIFA, whatever. Nothing wrong with that. Some Call of Duty, Spakatao, you know what I'm saying? Bust your old matalo. But reality, fellas, you can't be on the game and not making money and expect to get some box. It is not gonna work. Real talk, it's not gonna work. So she's correct when it comes to that. You can't expect for your girl to get moist because you on the Xbox. Like, respectively, you better be glad if she want to even just give you a little toppy, little grab on your mic or something. Like you gotta do better, fellas. You gotta do better. You can't be on 2K all day and thinking that she gonna get moist off of you playing 2K. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with it. I myself enjoy playing some 2K, playing Call of Duty. I got an Xbox and I don't got a P5, I got a P4. But that's the point. I ain't chasing no P5. I'm chasing dollars. I'm out working 12 to 16 hours a day. And when I got free time, I'll jump on there, get a little quick game in if I have free time. like I said, there's nothing wrong with it, but respectively, you got to be chasing that bag. You got to be chasing, not even just the bag. You got to be chasing empowerment. You got to be chasing growth. Like you got to be looking into to better yourself, you know, spiritually, mentally, physically, financially. So even if you're not chasing the bag, you got to be chasing mental health. You got to be chasing, well, good mental health, excuse me. You got to be chasing growth. You got to be chasing productivity. So it's like, can't be chasing The Rock on 2K. You can't be chasing Madden. You can't, like, you know what I'm saying? So she's not wrong with that. Do better.
And they might be able to pull off a little blag with a girl for a year or so, but in general, they're going to end up lonely. In general, they're going to struggle to find partners. I agree with you with the cosmetic surgery thing. Women are happy to change how their appearance and change how they look, but they're not happy to change how they act. Most of them, they're not happy to change. No, they're not.
The women are changing what the men don't care about. The men don't care about the big old lips.
Yes, they do.
And no, they do it. The women are doing that for themselves.
Yeah.
Because the men don't care about it. The men would rather a woman change her stinking attitude than put on all that makeup and hair and everything. That's what the men want. But the women will go out there like, oh, I'm going to change this, I'm going to change that. If you look at a man and the man said, yeah, he's fat. The man will if he's feeling bad about himself, he wants to make something, he'll go and hit the gym. What's the woman going to do? Go and do? Get a BBL, get her lips done, put on her makeup, put on her hair, and stay the big, old, fat person that she is and say, oh, it's body positivity. The men don't even want that. And the women are not getting all this cosmetic surgery for the men. They're getting it for themselves. You got to turn around. What man wants a woman that's going to turn around, go and have an operation, and can't sit on a plane because her ass has been injected or been interfered with? She got to lie there on her stomach. Do you think the men want that? Or wake up in the morning before you got to hit the house, she's got to put on. I'm sure I worried about some of the men because they must go out with a woman. Ooh. And then when they wake up in the morning, they think, who the hell is she?
The scars,
by the time you take
fish.
everything off, women need to change their attitudes before they change their makeup. I'm sure that even more than that, change your attitude. Because women will go out there and they would want to change this, they want to change that, all the things that don't count. If you learn to, the same way how women can go out there and learn to put makeup on, learn to cook, learn to wash by hand.
Auntie Jenny, yeah? She be dropping them jewels, bars, Auntie. Like, listen, we don't care about your BBLs. I mean, if we want to, you know what I'm saying, take it down, one night stand, whatever, all right. You might be a little like, oh, BBL, whatever. But you talking longevity, relationship, looking to vet you to be a wife, mama, real men is not caring about the BBL. We want accountability. We want respectability. We want peace. When a man comes home from being in the world, which is stress and chaos, he wants peace at home. He wants to be respected when he comes home. Don't really care about a BBL. You think shorties who don't got a BBL and getting them cheeks clapped? Listen, they clapping them like a tambourine, bro. Like, shorty, mama, listen. Auntie Jenny's right. Like, men want peace. Men want respect. They're not stressing on BBL. And respectfully, you go get a BBL. Now, I can't clap cheeks for a whole 2 weeks or however because you got to be laid on your stomach because your inflatables is hurting you. Nah.
Learn to please a man.
That is so outdated,
that's what you need to do.
That's outdated, girl.
She said, girl.
That's outdated.
She's right.
For who?
I'm saying it's like we had literally just talked about this off camera when you guys picked me up from the airport when we were talking about what's the value system or the point system for a woman who cooks versus a woman who can suck good dick and fuck well.
But you can cook and suck dick as well.
No, but I'm saying is that Pearl, if you can correct me if I'm wrong, but quoting her was that when she interviewed people on the street, that there was more points given to something like a sexual return as opposed to, oh, wash dishes by hand. There's a dishwasher. Why cook? We can eat out. There's a chef. People don't give a fuck about that.
That's what they think.
But we literally just talked about this yesterday.
No, it was okay. I did a street interview and I asked the guys, would you rather have a girl that gave good head or a good cook? And most guys
want this.
But I think that's
for
more,
the quick satisfaction.
But I think that's more for like a one night stand.
But what I'm trying to say is that if all the women out there and they're talking about, well, some of the women want to be settled down. They want a man, right? And you got to think what the man wants. The man ain't interested in that. Look at when you're doing street interviews, you're interviewing single people. Look at the people there that are happily married and ask them what they do. Because all the things that the women out there are doing, you can be a housewife, you can be going out, you can suck head just as good as any old tramp on the street. And keep your man and have a man. And I can say that because I'm 32 years in counting.
Auntie, you can't say
Wait,
attraction's not
I've-
important though.
Talking to your mic.
You can't say attraction is not important though.
It is important.
For you to
Initially.
get initially, exactly. A man is not gonna find you attractive and then think, oh, because you can cook well. It's got a chef.
A man's gonna
Especially a man
find you
that's got money.
attractive, and he's
Okay,
gonna.
let's ask Andrew.
He's gonna.
Andre,
he-
would you be with a girl that's 5 out of 10 because she can cook?
That ain't what I said.
Oh, firstly, that's not what she said, to be fair. And secondly, I'd be with a 10 out of 10 who can cook because I'm top G. But to make the point, I think what you have to understand is what men are looking for in a relationship. So you did the street interview and you're asking single people, probably young people, probably idiots who know they're on camera talking shit about good head, all this garbage. It's bullshit. What men are interested in life, not just in their relationship, but in their life as a whole, is status. I don't think most people understand, especially women, how competitive the male world is and how competitive it is for status. This is why men do everything they do. Men buy the faster car, not to drive any faster, because of status. It's why we want a bigger house. We don't give a shit where we live. It's because of status. It's why I want to go to the gym and get big and strong, because of status. Everything we do is about status. It's why I want the better job. It's why I want more money. It's why I want to be respected. So what's the number one thing we want our female to give us? Status. That's what we want. So she can give us status by being beautiful. That's one thing she can do. But another thing she could do is if I turn up home and I come home with my boys and she says, I'll cook you all a steak. That's status. That's all my boys going, Ross, you just been out all night and she's here and she's going to cook for all of us and she'll clean up and tidy up. Boom. That's the kind of girl a man's not going to want to lose because it makes him look good.
Without
That's what men
complaining.
want. Status. Suck a dick, blah, blah, blah. Listen, dick can only be sucked in so many ways. I mean, let's be serious about this.
Have you had the Gok 3000?
No, this is actually a serious point, right? This is a very serious point because the Western world has collapsed in real time and it's a failed society. And one of the reasons it's a failed society is because of the over-sexualization, especially of females as a whole. If a woman comes up to me and goes, I'll be the best sex you ever had, I am fucking revolted. I don't want the best sex I've ever had. I want you to be pure and a virgin. You should know what sex is. Cook my fucking dinner. Shut up. Don't come and talk to me about fucking sucking dick. It's vile. It's disgusting. I don't want to hear that shit.
Can I say something?
I don't want to hear that shit. What I want is a woman who makes me look good. No woman who's running around talking about sucking dick can make me look good. So I lose interest completely and utterly, and that's the truth. So what she's saying is completely correct. These are old school things, but it's not about the act. Yes, you can order food, of course. It's about the status that comes with it. That's what it's about.
Now my son talking Snapple federal facts. Like, real talk, you go out to the club with your boys, not even a club, you just out with your boys. I'm at a club, y'all go to rugby game, football game, basketball game, y'all go play video games, and all y'all pull up back at the crib, and your wife says, nah, let me cook y'all a steak. I got gang. Let me cook. Don't worry. Y'all sit down. Y'all. Status, dogs. Status. You heard? Like, listen, your mans is looking at you like, and when she ain't around, they all telling you like, yo, listen, bro, you got a good one. Hold like, they won't even let you do nothing stupid the way you gonna mess that relationship up because they be like, yo, dog. She be cooking steaks when we come at that. Nah, shit, respectfully, shorty, next shorty come talk to you, they push her way for you like, skirt. Like, yo, listen, shorty, you ain't about to fuck nothing he got up because listen, when we go to his crib and chill, his girl cooking us steaks. Like, you feel me? So, my son dropping jewels. Like, he dropping jewels, like, status. That's what we want. We do drive nice cars for status. We go to the gym to be in shape for status. We want to have the baddest shorty on our arm for status. So when your girl is not one of those naggies and you come home with the fellas and she like, nah, I got you. Oh, it's football time or boxing time and she pulling out the chips with the dip. She making a little finger sip. What? You think dude going anywhere? Nah, status, bro. You making me look like king. Beat on my chest proudly like king. What? Come on, like, listen, shorties, y'all gotta understand really what men want. I be thinking it's the box. It's not always the box. Feel me? It's the 1,000 box out here, and respectfully, yeah, don't nigga want to be with a shorty talking about how good she suck dick. Dick can be sucked only X amount of ways. Every shorty think they suck dick better than the next shorty. Respectively, none of y'all is sucking the chrome off of a bumper. Like, none of y'all is sucking the orange off the orange. Like, y'all not sucking the orange color off the orange. You heard? Like, So respectfully, all that, you who could suck dick better, who could ride dick better, who could listen, niggas don't care about none of that because niggas gonna get another shorty who could, like, come on. We want status. We want you to do the things that other shorties will not do, that they don't know to do. Wife material stuff. Like he said, we come back, mean gang at the spot, like, and you like, nah, I got you. Don't worry about it. I'm about to cook y'all something up. Y'all fellas sit down, relax, chill. What? What? Even our brothers gonna be like, nah, bro, you huh? What? Bro, you even looks wrong at another shorty smacking us up. Poof, what you doing, bro? You know you got shorty at home. Don't let your eyes turn left or right. Like, saying my son, that's why Angel Tate, top G, he dropping bars for y'all. Y'all better pay attention. Men and women, pay attention.
Sagittarius spoken like a true one.
I'm Ted Black, and I'm represented by Model and Talent Management. For a manly smelling body, you need 3 things: water, soap, and a body. Step out the shower smelling fresher and manlier than ever with Old Spice Body Wash for Men. Real freshness forged with real ingredients, inspired by nature. That's Old Spice.
Work and do all of these things and now deal with the fact that men are feeling a little bit like out of, you know.
No, but she.
The rubbish. That ain't what I'm saying.
No,
You get a 9 to 5 person, right? What is wrong with you going out there, find a regular 9 to 5 person, right? You can function underneath that, because I'm always hearing the women say, "Oh, we ain't got enough money. We ain't got enough money." Work with what the man's got.
You're right.
Work with what the man's got. You can make a man your alpha. Everybody wants to go and find these top earning money. Find a 9 to 5, work regular, save your money, learn to cook and not have takeouts, and then save your money as they did before.
Then you should direct this to the men that feel upset because they're not like Andrew
There's
Tate.
always direct something to the man.
No,
Why?
but she's completely right. I'll tell you this. There's not a girl on this panel or on the planet today who couldn't walk outside and find a man who's going to be nice to her, loyal to her, and make her his queen. Women don't want that. So they'll sit there and go, no, I want Chris Brown. And then they'll go try to get Chris Brown. Then Chris Brown will cheat. And they'll be like, I can't believe he cheated. I am devastated. Well, what the fuck do you think's going to happen? If I go to the car garage, right, you have to make a decision what you truly want in your life. If you truly want to just find a man who's going to look after you and take care of you, you're going to be his queen, he's going to be loyal, you can find that all day, but you're going to have to settle to a degree where a lot of women perhaps are not prepared to do that. You see how women act. They'd rather chase a fraction of a real G's time than have 100% of the time of a fucking dude who they don't respect at that level. And it's kind of like going to a car dealership. You walk in there, if you want reliability, you can get a Nissan. But if you want to get a Ferrari, it comes with headaches. It's going to come with problems. So when girls say to me, "Oh, you know what, Andrew, you should be loyal to that," men like me don't have to be, and you know that. So why the fuck are you here trying to tell me what to do? Because you know I don't have to be loyal, and all the girls I'm fucking don't have to be loyal. So why are you sitting there pretending you expected me to be loyal when everyone knew from ground up day one it was never going to ever fucking happen? And you're still here.
I think
you're still texting
They're
me.
going to be the one that changes you.
Well, no, yeah, of course they are.
That's the biggest mistake that girls make.
So whose fault is this? This is the female decision. They sit there and decide, no, I want this. Cool, then you're going to have to accept he ain't going to be loyal to you. He's barely going to reply to you. That's the game.
They like being cheated. I swear to God, this show has made me believe. I think women like to be cheated on.
I don't.
I swear to God, no, because all y'all ever talk about is your exes that cheated on you. That's all y'all ever talk about, and it's like
only
that's the
talks about that.
The regular women that are on here.
The women that come on the show.
Oh, good thing I'm irregular and extraordinaire.
But do you not think it's because we're not holding men accountable? So when a man, because he's a top G, cheats on a woman, it's like, well, what do you expect? When you should actually turn around to him and
Accountable
say,
for what? Accountable for his natural evolutionary biology.
Is cheating morally correct?
Yes.
Depends.
Yes.
How
So
can
you're
you say?
okay.
How can you say that? Are you
You're
joking?
okay with your woman cheating on you then?
Absolutely not. That's haram.
No, because
It's around when she cheats on you, but you can cheat on her.
There has not been in the history of humanity, across any culture, any book, any story, any fable, there has never been across the history of humanity any respect put on the name of a promiscuous female ever. Ever. You name the biggest conquerors that you can possibly name from history. Genghis Khan, Alexander the Great, all of them. They all had 100 wives, bunch of children, big G, conquered the world. Normal. That is normal evolutionary biology. That's how men are designed to be. There's never been a single female who's been celebrated for her promiscuity ever in history. It's always been frowned upon and disgusting. So yes, we are completely and utterly different. Yes, it's different if a woman cheats on a man. And if a man is at a complete top level of his life and ticks every single box, and if he decides to be loyal, which some do, And I can be loyal, and I have been loyal, but there's also times in my life where I think, fuck it, I don't want to be, and get a new girlfriend every single day of the week. I can do that, and I can decide to do that. If a woman decides to do the same, purely because her value is high enough to attract so many males, because she's beautiful, for example, it is completely different. And I'm going to explain to you why it's completely different, so buckle up. It's different. It's different. It's different. Well, I'll tell you why. It is impossible for a female to be promiscuous on a long enough period of time without devaluing herself, because she is fucking people she shouldn't be fucking. There is no way she is sleeping with endless men, and all of them are either high-value men or treating her the way she should be treated. If you find a woman who slept with 50, 100 dudes, she's either fucking dudes which aren't at her level or haven't worked hard enough to try and get the pussy. She was just too drunk to realize he's a loser who plays video games. Or she's fucking a top G who barely texts her back. So either way, she's fucking dudes she shouldn't be fucking, or a guy who's at the level who doesn't give her the right amount of attention. For a woman to find a guy who's truly on a level, who truly treats her the way she should be treated, that's once every couple years, if that. You ain't just gonna go out there fucking a new dude every week and say, yeah, he's worth pussy. Yeah, he treats me good enough to get my pussy. Da-da-da. And you know what's funny about the universe? It's actually beautiful about the universe because it's equal and opposite forces. When you devalue yourself, it's kind of like men can smell it on you. They can just look at a bitch and go, oh. And that's the way it works. So you have to be very careful as a female and sit and go, does this man truly deserve to fuck me? And if you think about it, the answer 99% of the time, especially if you're promiscuous, is no. So when a woman is sleeping around with all these men, she's devaluing herself. She's devaluing herself, and the world knows, God knows, the universe knows. When a man does it, he doesn't devalue himself at all. That's just the way it works.
Can I ask you a question? Wait, Esther, 1 second. Sir, may I ask you a question? What would you say if a woman